Tactical Lore, Traincation, EP1. We'll travel, hit up an event, and train. Event Sonic Temple 2024 in Ohio. Goal was to do some BJJ at a sparring-only club.
Choked out Tim Boats with the Kimura.
Think Fight Club, but less romantic. And hit up a local MMA gym. Traveling from Georgia to Ohio. Started with public transportation. Actual footage of Marta during COVID. Wasn't as bad as I thought. I was not shot at. I did find some guys doing jiu-jitsu. Made it to the plane. It was a United flight. Might have lost a piece of airplane on the way up, but they did not lose my luggage. Landed in Ohio, ate some food, drank some drinks. Saw Evanescence, Disturbed. Cypress Hill was pretty good too. No training day 1, but was set up to train at Roning Training Center in Columbus, Ohio for day 2. They had drop-in rates and an early morning BJJ class.
Day 2.
Ended up putting the festival bracelet too tightly. Watched videos on how to loosen it up. Didn't work. Keep in mind the concert was 4 days and you only get one bracelet, which works as your ticket. I kept trying to take it off without breaking it and ended up missing the BJJ class at Ronin. Decided to walk in the rain to a store, buy something to cut the bracelet off, and then retape or glue it. Since I missed the jiu-jitsu class at Ronin, I went to the Kimura Trap House instead. You sign a waiver through Patreon and get the access codes for the rest of the month. The setup was similar to a Mortal Kombat arena, a type of pit designed for death. In all seriousness, no one was there. I went during a bad time, but I still got a workout. It had wrestling mats, a bathroom, padding on the walls, lights, electronic locks, and a camera. They left some cleaning supplies so you can clean the mats after a workout, but the owner also cleans them. I did some break falls, calisthenics, warm-ups, and drills, mainly judo, but still got a good workout. Although I wasn't able to get some rolls in, I got a good workout and I'm surprised this hasn't been tried before or is standard in more gyms. There are cameras, and extended open mat hours can be done thanks to technology. Maybe gyms should incorporate extended mat hours for blue belts and above, especially for gyms that have weight rooms in addition to mat space. Next time I'm in Columbus, I'm definitely giving this place another visit. I'd like it if they had wrestling dummies, bands, or bags. Owner provided some updates on Patreon and says he's still adding things to the space. I know some people think it's wild to have a 24-hour open mat club, but there are 24-hour gyms and people get injured doing all sorts of crazy exercises. After the workout, I took a shower, ate some food, drank some drinks, and hit up Sonic Temple. Saw Seether and Falling in Reverse. They had pyrotechnics and had to stop because the drummer was almost set on fire. Actual footage of the drummer. Actual footage of the drummer. After I got to the hotel, decided to have some late night dumplings and fried rice.
A succulent Chinese meal.
Since I figured I would need the carbs the next day.
Day 3.
Rolled out of bed around 5:30, calling upon the energy of Jocko.
I don't really want to work out. I work out. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. Yeah, I get up and get out of bed. You overcame that path, and you stayed on the righteous path, the disciplined path. You stayed on the war path.
Took a quick shower, called a Lyft. First Lyft driver got lost or refused to pick me up. I felt insulted because we sort of looked alike. I'm disappointed, Mohammed. But Neil came through, got me to Ronin right on time. Checked their schedule and they had a Muay Thai workshop. The BJJ class wasn't early enough, but I used to do Muay Thai and MMA, and I wanted a good workout for the day. Hadn't done striking for about a year and a half, but I'm always down for it. I arrived, signed the waiver. People looked really nervous. I took my shoes off, walked on the mats, and started warming up. Now, I knew something was off when they said, "Get your shoes on, everybody," and we headed outside. Keep in mind, I showed up in full clown getup wearing regular shoes, and the day started with a 4-mile run. Last time I ran, I still had hair on my head.
Him and said unto him, "Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head." Boy, you better not never call me bald head, you hear me?
Took me a little less than 45 minutes to run 4 miles. Yeah, I was running 10 to 11 minute plus miles. Now, to the credit of my non-running shoe wearing ass, my feet were killing me around mile 2. Got back to the gym, drank some water, made it just in time to start jumping ropes and shadowboxing for 20 minutes or so. Hardcore, I thought. Definitely earned my beers and burgers today. Gloved up, and it's time for rounds at the bag. Got 3 rounds of pad work, and to be completely honest, I was dying. Now, shout out to the head Muay Thai instructor, Aaron, I believe is his name. Despite me being a walk-in and not knowing me, he had very technical feedback, some tweaks, and said he could tell I had done some striking. MMA, which normally isn't as technical for some things as Muay Thai. He struck a good balance between pushing me and keeping me honest with the technique, which is a hard balance to strike. After the pad work, more rounds on the bag, and around this time I asked around and noticed we'd been working out for 2 hours or so. One guy said, yeah, it's 4 hours. Excuse me, sir? Turns out it was a Muay Thai special training camp thing, not a regular class or seminar. My bad. Ended the session with 45 minutes of clinch work. I only had one good leg to throw knees with, but managed to make it work. And then finished with a cool down of 200 knees, 100 kicks, 100 push-ups, and 200 sit-ups. I'd noped out with 100 sit-ups left. My body was cramping all over. I got in the lift and promised to make up the sit-ups in the hotel room. Got back to the hotel feeling broken, realized there was no hot water, not even enough to get it warm. This is a Sheraton Marriott Bon Voyage hotel, but they hit me up with that Econo Lodge and Super 8 quality. I pulled the Wim Hof, took a cold shower, put on KT tape, took painkillers, and applied muscle creams. I headed out smelling like a pharmacy. Ate some food, drank some drinks, and hit up Sonic Temple. Saw Living Color, Breaking Benjamin, Stain, and Pantera from the bleachers because I couldn't stand for more than a few minutes. After I got back for the night, I sent messages to all my buddies that still do Muay Thai. What is wrong with you people? Also told my wife that I had a boo-boo, and she countered by asking why I stayed for the full 4-hour workout. I pouted and told her she didn't understand.
Day 4.
No training scheduled for day 4. Apparently Ronan had another 2 4-hour sessions, but my knees and back had other plans.
Your back is broken. Spinal.
So I just ate some food, drank some drinks, and hit up Sonic Temple. Caught some of the performance from the band Saliva. I know them from the old UFC song. Limp Bizkit was pretty good. And I decided to get nice and close to the stage for Slipknot. Ended up getting a workout anyways because of crowd surfers. There were some big boys getting hoisted up. Some lady fell on her head while crowd surfing, was out completely unconscious. Mosh pit forms up. I look up and my buddy is just in it. 2 girls want nothing to do with it. I make space for them and then they actually push me into the mosh pit.
Almighty push.
Got some moshing in. Buddy pulls me out. Between the crowd surfing and moshing, I still get a pretty good workout. Head back to the hotel the last night. Travel back to Georgia. By the way, Columbus, Ohio TSA is the friendliest TSA ever. For real. Found Dookie on my flight seat, but landed safely. All in all, it was a good time. If you know a place with good gyms that have drop-in rates and nearby events, put them in the comments. I might try and make this a thing. Shout out to the Camaro Trap House, Ronin Training Center, Sonic Temple, and the John Glenn Columbus Airport TSA. I was not sponsored by anyone for this video.
Got a new partner, probably was it wrong time. Me thought me knew me partner, but him was it wrong kind. Do type who pop up mysteriously when him wasn't buying. Do type who say him hustle, but him never had no dime. Or do type who want to hustle, but him knew not how to grind. The kind you never find when come round bad times.